Alrighty. So, we have our first game set up. We have our first good luck, have fun. So let's start off this game. Hello everyone, I'm GrayShot17, and today I'm covering the first game in the Championship of Heroes. This is day one, game one, for this set of games between some of the very best competitive players that COH has to offer. In this game, we have Makros as red, and the Brits. Hulksmash is blue as the Wehrmacht. Hoping for some great gameplay between the two, and hopefully we shall see. Between each of the players, we have the Brit starting off with 2 Royal Engineers. The Wehrmacht player is coming out with a little different variety from your basic Wehrmacht player, and that is going with the Coastal. This man doing the moonwalk right here is coming out strong as he pushes up to grab this manpower point. Overall, this is just one match in a series of games that will decide who is the best in this first event. If you want to see, of course, some details, I'll try to have that in the Twitch chat. Thank you, and of course in the Discord, and that should be automated as well, so hope you guys enjoy. But anyway, as we progress, we got ourselves infantry section moving across, trying to grab that territory. Meanwhile, infantry section are moving up to stop him, but alas, the Coastals get in the building and provide a great deterrent to force the infantry section back. They are going to reposition toward I would say the center, but closer to Makros's back line. Meanwhile, Hulksmash will continue to grab territory, a very nice meaty point, as he brings out more units, such as a Kettenkrad and more coastal units. Makros, though, is not one to be deterred. He gets inside the center building, and this is a great advantage point for his infantry to push back coastal outside of cover and force them away. Alrighty. So right now, we got ourselves, it is, you can change the icon of the player of the faction. It's random, actually. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me fix that real quick. I see what you're saying. I should have set that up. Now I know, and that will not happen for the rest of the game. See, we get all the things done match 1, so it doesn't happen later. All right. There we go. Now you have everyone's beautiful faces up on the top of the screen. Again, thank you to Ymir and Bra for assisting with that, as my computer had some issues. But you know who's not having issues? It seems that neither player, because both are slowly getting out more and more men and grabbing more territory. We got 2 infantry section now with 3 coastal. Hulksmash really using the battle group coastal reserve out to its fullest. We got barbed wire set out, so the British have a hard time moving on up and using any potential cover. We got ourselves infantry section moving in over here, behind some solid cover themselves. And right now, looks like Coastal are about to be in a real bad situation as flamethrower units push back these Coastal units, and all the infantry section are focusing Coastal's down to 3 models and very low on health. Meanwhile, the Coastal's still in the building, holding back some infantry section around this sector, but we have the flamethrower moving on in. Coastal has to get out of the building, otherwise it will be super effective, that flamethrower against it. Coastals move back, but again, the nice thing about Coastals is their bonus in cover. We can check here. It's 25% accuracy and rate of fire. That's a huge bonus for a defensive unit, and again can really start shredding the infantry section. As we see up here, Makros's infantry is currently having a really bad day as it tried to move up and already down to 2 models. We have the flamethrower unit. It did successfully hit the unit in the building, bringing a second unit down to 3 men. But alas, those men are still in the front and fighting. So meanwhile, we got ourselves 2 units that, while low on health, continue to fight, and 1 that just got veterancy. Infantry section, though, are being bolstered as a 3rd squad gets on the field, and also Makros gets out a field infirmary, but so Hulksmash is also building a medical bunker, so both sides making sure they can heal their troops. The difference, though, is this medical bunker is on the front. Hulksmash going to heal on the front. That is a very ballsy move by Hulksmash, because, again, a forward bunker of course, can be neutralized while it's in your base. It's, you know, protected from enemy forces. But Hulksmash thinking he can not just use the bunker to heal, but use it as a defensive point to try to assist. So that's not bad. Again, going through what we have a designate point, so that's boosting the infantry even further, making them even more resilient to enemy fire. Infantry section will have a tough time breaking Hulksmash in this sector. But Hulksmash says that's fine with him because, again, he is not exactly in the center, but it's almost to the center. And he can very quickly guard the middle victory point all the way to the, I would say north, but that's on the left, the very top victory point. So again, a very good position for him to be in. Meanwhile, he might be in a better position as the Flak 30 is in development. We also have some mines scattered about. So very curious to see if we have enemy infantry that crosses that threshold and gets neutralized by a mine. Again, always mine. It's a very good deterrent to stop enemy forces from moving through areas you don't want them to go. Especially when the enemy picks up a flamethrower upgrade for the Royal Engineers. But here we go. Makros, though, has his own counterattack. And he, by the way, went with the Indian Artillery Battle Group, so he's bringing out the heavy mortar. And that comes with a truck, which he can use to reinforce. Infantry section have been upgraded with some additional rifles. And a flare, as we can see here, pops on out to make him identify where Hulksmash is moving to. Hulksmash moving back to his bunker to try to heal up. His coastal units are now hiding in the building, but the mortar is a great deterrent to force the units outside of the building and keep them on the move. Something coastal units really don't like, having to constantly move back and forth because they want to stay in their cover. They want to stay where they are strongest. But Makros is doing something very effective to force them out of where they are strongest. Meanwhile, coastal units continue to back on up. Kettenkrad again tried to grab some territory, but we do have some infantry section in the far side of the map grabbing the Muni. But right now, resource-wise, it's dead even. But if Makros gets that, he'll get a Muni bonus, or at least a small lead. Meanwhile, Kettenkrad continues to observe. The bunker took some hits. And nice shot once again. Coastal units were in the building, got hit, down to 3 models, and the rifles pick another one. Picked a 1 as it pulled back as well. That's how it got to 3. Post units are now in this building, but we have a Royal Engineer squad right here with a flamethrower. Is he going to focus on the building? Let's see. You have a flamethrower. This is a perfect counter. All right, but he's going to stay there. Unit is just taking small arms fire, not the flamethrower. Coastal unit is trying to take this position. There's the Flak 30. Hulksmash did get that. It's a great anti-infantry and light armor deterrent. And is managing to put some pressure on him. Let's see. There we go. Finally, we got some flames. He's flaming. He's going to flame on and force the coastal unit back. Flak 30 takes some mortar fire and will pull away. Mortar is already up to vet 1, so already getting a number of good hits in. Might only have 3 kills, but has successfully driven Hulksmash back. Meanwhile, we have another battle going on near the top of the map. That's an infantry section squad pushing back a coastal unit once again. The problem is for Hulksmash, he only has 3 units. And again, while eventually, as veterancy progresses with these units, they'll gain that additional model. The infantry section don't need to wait for veterancy. They can just upgrade to get better equipment. So we'll have to see how that goes as the battle progresses. Because right now, kill-wise, Makros is absolutely in the lead. And there we go. We got some veterancy. Let's see. No veterancy bonuses yet for Makros. Again, the British can bring out infantry training, which can give them a boost in veterancy. Same thing for the Germans as well. They can get that veterancy unlocked. Instead, what Makros unlocked was a Polton. An AA gun is on the back of that truck and is managing to push back the Flak 30. Flak 30 could very easily destroy this, but good positioning and a good attack by him while he was weak made sure the Polton won that battle. Postal are going to pull back. And again, this forward position is both great for Hulksmash, because again, that bunker can help get some manpower back. But right now, it's also a consistent battle in which, as you can see here, Makros is winning over Hulksmash. We have a second bunker going down, but the mortar is keeping that position just under fire. Kettenkrad repositions. This bunker is taking damage, though again, does have that reduction, which is nice. And now we finally have some armor. Whirlwind is on the field and hoping to smash the British lines, though the British are producing a 6-pounder. 6-pounder is your standard AT gun, but again, it's going to be absolutely needed to deal with this Whirlwind. As we also see, there are no grenades, so if you expect infantry section to be firing AT grenades at this Whirlwind, that is not going to happen, at least for the moment. We'll have to see. So this infantry section could be at risk of being wiped. Makros will need to pull back immediately, otherwise he will be destroyed. Whirlwind is hoping for this unit to be wiped, and I think it will. There it goes. I think our first successful wipe of the game, and Hulksmash smashes Makros and gets the first successful main infantry unit killed in this battle. He may be down on resources, but he is up on at least wiping units. 6-pounder though is on the field. Whirlwind though continues the advance. Doesn't seem like he cares much about the 6-pounder. He is going straight for the Polton. Polton very low on health, but gets into the base. Now the 6-pounder is trying to reposition. Whirlwind is pulling back. We have an AT gun, lines up the shot, is successful. And the Whirlwind will pull back. Oh, 2 shots on the Whirlwind. Very nice. And we have an artillery officer now for Hulksmash. Excellent job by Makros, at least hitting the Whirlwind twice in a row. But, oh, thank you very much for the follow. By the way, future follows, again, I will cover that all at the end of the each match. But thank you very much for the follow, I will say, since you are the first. Infantry section is very low. That Flak 30 gun is successful at forcing the unit back and almost getting a wipe. But because the Recce rifles, they launched artillery and managed to push the Flak 30 back. There's not artillery in this area. Whirlwind is still low on health. He's down to about a third. He's going to need some healing. Pioneer Squad is busy elsewhere. We got some mines down here, and they are... Wait, is that a mixture of mines? Hold on. No, they are... Yes, we have a mixture of... Oh, that's funny. We have a mixture of mines down there between the Brits and the Germans. That's actually quite funny that they're right next to each other. Again, if you had a minesweeper, you could see where enemy mines are. But unfortunately, you need something else to see the Circle of Doom that has just now come onto the field. The artillery officer has that ability. The Circle of Doom essentially is a light artillery barrage that is very successful at killing infantry. It can even hurt some light armor, be very, at least somewhat annoying to it if our shots hit. But the counterpoint is the artillery officer needs to stay still, and if it gets suppressed, the Circle of Doom is pretty much stopped. Polton successfully pushes back Hulksmash over here. Flak 30 is taking some hits. Oh, hold on. Mortar almost gets a wipe on this unit, and now we actually have changed things up. Makros deciding, you know what? I know how to get out of this. We got some Indian artillery firing the big guns right at the front line, and it's looking very bad. Flak 30 has successfully been wiped. A lot of the infantry is very low on health. Makros getting some good hits in, but he needs to maybe either go for the kill. 6-pounder could go for the kill, or go for the steal. Kettenkrad is trying to go for the steal, and he is successful. Kettenkrad, the little guy that could, successfully pulls back the Flak 30 back to the base, so that way it can be recrewed by the Coastals. We have ourselves, by the way, a second Whirlwind, which is on the field. The first one is severely injured, and we have a repair bunker over here that's going to heal it up, slowly but surely. And meanwhile, the Whirlwind is pushing south with the Pioneers, as it grabs a very important fuel point for Makros, and slowly but surely Hulksmash will gain the resource advantage. So, we'll have to see what Makros does. I would say that right now AT is an issue for Makros, as he only has 1 6-pounder versus now 2 Whirlwinds. Also, frontline force, he is undermanned. We have 2 infantry section on the field, while both good, good veterancy. It doesn't help when the enemy has 4 frontline infantry, 3 coastal, and 1 artillery officer. Support unit-wise, Makros has the lead, but we'll have to see how that works. Nice, as you can see, Circle of Doom hurts the Polton, hurts the AT gun, and the infantry section. Here comes the heavy artillery right on the bunker. Bunker has a good defensive bonus, thanks to the designate point. So again, I love the trumpet. But anyway, it's going to be hard to destroy, though Makros is going to give it his best effort. Whirlwind is in the south, ready to flank this key position. AT gun is very low. Coastals are trying to put pressure on it. And right now, here comes the artillery piece. Doesn't hit the artillery officer. Infantry section, coastal units are very low, thanks to the infantry section of Polton. Whirlwind coming in from one direction, and now we have another one coming in from another. That's where the 6-pounder, or the lack of AT guns, really going to come in into play. Whirlwind is very low. Makros says a GG as his units die thanks to the double Whirlwind hit. And there we go. A successful game for Hulksmash, who managed to hold on to that 4th position. Managed to defeat a probably better infantry unit thanks to great defensive bonuses, good solid abilities thanks to the battle group, such as that designate the ability for the designate a strong point to provide a greater defense bonus, as well as his ability to pump out a lot of armor, where Makros did not have enough AT. I feel like that was the big deciding factor, was could Makros hold off the Whirlwinds? And the answer was a resounding no. Going over kills, the infantry section got 30 kills, but we did get a loss there. And again, we didn't really have a lot of vehicles to really showcase. Whirlwind got 10 kills and did kill the Polton, where the biggest infantry killer for Hulksmash was the Coastal with 20 and never lost a unit, which was very good on his part. But that was our first game on Road to Tunis. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. But again, that is match 1. So give me just a moment and we'll get over to match 2 in just one moment. To crash, but hopefully that is fixed. We are now on to match 2 on Road to Tunis, so let's get to it. All right. Hello everyone, I am Grayshot. We are in match 2 of this best of 3 game, with Hulksmash gaining a lead now as the Brits, with Makros taking an unfortunate loss, but he's coming back as the Africa Corps, so maybe he'll be able to turn things around for himself today. We shall see. All right, but for our opener, Makros, who is currently down, decides the Krautschützen is the play, and he brings it out to quickly grab some territory with another Panzer Pioneer. Hulksmash, on the other end, is not going with what Makros did, which was a double row engineer start. Instead, he's going with an infantry section to start off the game. Neither player has picked a battle group yet, but they're on the same map, again, Road to Tunis, so we'll have to see how things fare. Again, if you want to support this tournament, the Championship of Heroes, make sure to follow on Twitch or YouTube, however you are watching this. And again, thank you guys for the support. That way you guys can see more awesome games from these great players. Meanwhile, these players are, again, different playstyles already. Hulksmash is going with a second infantry section on the field. Meanwhile, Makros is deciding the light carrier is the play. And remember, for the Africa Corps, if they are near vehicles, they get the combined arms bonus. So that's going to be very instrumental for Makros to maybe keep the lead in firepower, movement, speed, and positioning over Hulksmash's infantry section, which is already maneuvered to the middle of the map. He's in the building, wary of enemy forces, sees nothing is there, and immediately goes for the Muni. Down south, Hulksmash is grabbing the fuel, but something to keep in mind is, as you can see, it is disconnected, so he'll need to grab some further territory on the map before the infantry section is able to grab it. But, again, something to keep in mind when grabbing territory. Sometimes it may not be connected, but it's still better to grab it ahead of time. Or, at the very least, we shall see if it's better. Anyway, we got ourselves that light carrier. Moving on in, Makros could give this guy potential grenade launcher, flamethrower. We'll have to wait and see how things go. Alrighty. But light carrier is grabbing the territory. Very nice. Meanwhile, up top, we got the Krautschützen taking the, being chased by the Dingo, retreating back. Again, the Dingo will win that fight. It has the firepower and slight armor advantage against this guy. So, good job on him for managing to push back the Krautschützen from grabbing a very vital munitions point. That being said, the south is now the new play, and Royal Engineers and the infantry section are holding back, grabbing territory, waiting for the Dingo to help defeat the light carrier. Light carrier gets ambushed by the Dingo as it tried to decap this position. I love how he's minesweepers as well, making sure there's no mines as potential. Panzer Pioneer gets out, hoping to defeat the Dingo. Comes in from behind. Love it as the Dingo chases. I feel like the Dingo may be in for too much. Let's see. Can the Dingo defeat the light carrier? He does, but the Panzer Pioneers are probably going to finish it off. Can he escape? No. Both light vehicles are down. But there is more infantry here, making Makros unable to stand up in a fight against Hulksmash. Hulksmash will be successful in defeating the enemy here. Meanwhile, Makros will deploy Assault Grenadiers, hoping that will be the key to him coming back. But nice job by the engineers grabbing the manpower point in the south. The infantry section are now moving to mid. And Hulksmash will now get a platoon command post with Canadian Shock Battle Group. And he unlocks the Canadians and, of course, everyone's favorite battle group ability, that every time you capture territory, you get some free heals. But there we go. Hulksmash deploys the Canadians. The Canadians have entered the Championship of Heroes. Alright, we'll have to see how they do. They can be upgraded with a good mortar support that can absolutely burn the enemy out of positions, or a successfully annoying Piat launcher that could hurt infantry and definitely put armor in its place. We'll have to see. Infantry section are moving up in the mid, grabbing the mutiny point and guarding the victory point. So excellent job right there. Plus, of course, the heals will absolutely help out the infantry as they advance throughout the battle. Assault Grenadiers have repositioned and are in the south, but they will not engage. Alrighty. Thank you again for the follow. Alright, we got our truck coming on out. Hulksmash hoping to help heal the infantry. Again, doing this with only 3 frontline troops. But meanwhile, as we see, Makros has gone with something that is not Palm Grenadiers. So he's going with 2 Panzer Pioneers and Assault Grenadiers. He's really lacking in frontline support, because these Panzer Pioneers, while they can be very successful in support, they're not exactly as, you know, hard-hitting or as resilient as Assault Grenadiers, Palm Grenadiers, the other frontline infantry that the African Corps has. Alright, let's see. Rail Engineers get in the building to escape and then come back out. They are also very good at close range. Assault Grenadiers do push back the infantry section. Rail Engineers get in some cover. Try to hold off the Assault Grenadiers. Definitely put some pressure on it. Health-wise, the Assault Grenadiers are low. They still have, you know, good amount of men. They're just low on health. Fortunately, without the light carrier, there is no way to heal that unit. Oh, nice job. We have a Polton on the field, ladies and gentlemen. And this is going to be successful at shredding the Assault Grenadiers. They are down to 2 models, maybe even 1 with the infantry section providing support. Assault Grenadiers are retreating and taking some fire from the infantry section. Down to a single model. That's a lot of manpower that Makros will have to use to reinforce that unit when he could have just retreated and with 5. But no, he got shredded on the way out. That's what a low health unit will do to you. Alright, infantry section moving up to the manpower point. It is going to potentially cut off Makros' front line here. This manpower point is very important because this muni, that fuel, this muni, and of course this manpower point are all connected just based on this one positioning. And that's what a very successful cutoff will do, is it will just stop a lot of resources from going back to you. Thank you very much for the sub, by the way. Flakverling is taking fire from the Polton, being very successful at driving off the light armor. Panzer Pioneer going to need some time to heal that unit. Meanwhile, the Polton holds back a light carrier attack from the left. The African Corps can deploy a light carrier with a unit, whether it's a support gun, a T-gun, Assault Grenadiers. In this case, Panzerjäger squad. This is a squad designed to fight armor. And like clown cars of old, it will chase down enemies' armor with its AT rifles and keep the pressure going. Also, again, nice job with the Panzerjäger squad. It can heal. So in this case, with the AT rifles, they may be able to successfully chase down and gun down the Polton from an angle that the gun cannot hit. But Hulksmash is preparing for such an encounter with a 6-pounder on the field, and the Canadians going with the Piat launcher for extra AT. Assault Grenadiers are outside of the building, trying to hurt the infantry section from this angle. He's going to pull back without... I think he was gearing up to throw a grenade. We have a second Panzerjäger squad on the field. Again, anti-infantry could be an issue, as the Panzerjäger squads are designed against armor, not infantry. And with 2 infantry section and a Canadian unit on the field, we'll have to see how that fares. Meanwhile, the Flakverling is busy shredding this Royal Engineer up top. He may try to go in for a wipe. Makros hoping maybe a wipe can turn the tide for him. Flakverling continues to keep the pressure going. Hold on. Can we get a good wipe in? We've had armor kills. But Makros will gain the lead and kills, and he does. He gets our first successful wipe of this game. Excellent job by Makros getting a unit that was by itself. Again, on this map, you have to be very careful about your flanks, because if you have a unit by itself, it could be good as gone, and that's exactly what happened here. Hulksmash, though, upgrading to a grenade package. That way, his infantry section could snare armor and fire their very powerful rough grenades from afar in the turret infantry in cover, or just anywhere if it's a successful hit. And meanwhile, we got ourselves a flakferling guarding mid while the assault grenadiers take over the territory. Let's see. The Polton opens fire against the light carry with the Panzer squad in it. They're going to pull back further with Canadians right there. Going to get in cover to try to hold his own. But with more infantry section coming in, I don't think the Panzer squad will last as long as he may think. But it's not to hold it. The holdout was successful. Panzer squad does come in along the side. Weakens the Polton significantly, bringing it down to about 25% health. AT gun is now out of position with the Panzer Pioneer putting pressure on it. Down to half health thanks to the flamethrower. You have a truck on the field for Makros. Hulksmash deploying a Royal Engineer to make up for the last one. Again, he can't hear the Polton right now. Light carrier, though, is very low. Oh, moving out to the middle. No cover. Throws a grenade. Very low. Okay, he does pull back, and the unit is stunned. They get some good hits in against the Canadian unit. Meanwhile, now Makros is going for the cutoff against Hulksmash and does successfully cut off that territory. Very nice move. Alright, now the resources being cut off for Hulksmash. He's going to maneuver a lot of his men, as you can see, pretty much everything coming out of his base, over to stop him in this sector. Alright, he'll regain the manpower point. The Assault Grenadier will go for the fuel. Again, has to be careful with the Assault Grenadier. He could be potentially in a bad spot. But yes, I should have mentioned, the flakferling did perish somewhere on the field. Thank you for the call out, but a brand new one is on the field, so it's like nothing happened. So that's what I will take. It's like nothing happened, ladies and gentlemen. Flakferling never left. It's always been there. Alright, Polton, though, may make the Assault Grenadiers disappear. They're going to try to use smoke and decap the point, but luckily attacking the ground is still affecting the unit. The Polton weakens it further. He's going to reposition on the retreating unit. Infantry section is going to focus on the Assault Grenadier, and I think that could be a dead Assault Grenadier. Flakferling, though, puts the pressure and saves the Assault Grenadier, though AT fire is going to force the Flakferling back as well. Panzer squad is there, but again, not exactly great against infantry. Canadians are holding back the Panzer Pioneer and will try to move up to stop the unit from taking the territory. Polton pushes back the Panzerjäger squad. Polton been very good this game. We have already 9 infantry kills, 1 vehicle kill. Alright, light carrier, though, is on the field. Panzerjäger squad is repositioning. Panzer Pioneer is trying to burn out the infantry section and was getting some heals, but, you know, healing doesn't really matter when you're on fire. Flakferling gets another good salvo in, weakens the infantry section down to 3 models and a quarter health. And now we're pushing the Canadian unit. Wow, Makros really diving in against the Canadians, hoping to get another model or 2. And again, every model picked is more manpower that Hulksmash will have to use to reman the unit. Alrighty. So, the Polton is going to reposition and guard mid. Victory point wise, Makros is down by about 250 points. He's going to need to do something major in order to come back. And again, the best way to do that is hold on to victory points. But again, he's having a lot of issue. But he's hoping another light carrier backed up with Assault Grenadiers will be the key to victory. We'll have to see if double Assault Grenadiers will be the key. Battle group wise, he did pick armored support, but he hasn't, other than, you know, salvaging wrecks, he hasn't picked anything that necessarily would change how his infantry perform. More so hoping that, you know, when the Polton dies, he can salvage it. Because right now, that and the Dingo are the only things he could realistically... Well, I take that back. Wherever that Flakferling died, he could theoretically salvage that. So there you go. The first Flakferling could be useful, if I could find it. But the second Flakferling is moving south and manages to guard the infantry as they grab the victory point and the fuel. Meanwhile, the middle territory infantry section continued to push further closer to that manpower point, with nothing really stopping the infantry section from going for it. He's being very cautious. He's staying behind cover. But here we go. Royal Engineers being hit by the flak-filling. We have the AT gun close by. Flak-filling needs to pull away. We have Assault Grenadiers and a Panzer Pioneer moving on in. And they're going to hope to smash the British infantry. But again, that Polton is right there. And it's keeping the Assault Grenadiers from diving in. Piot. Wait. Nope. We have a smoke grenade firing. Sorry, I thought the Piot was winding up. Assault Grenadiers over here grab the fuel and immediately pull back. So it looks like Hulksmash will be successful at reclaiming the territory in the south. And that's bad because that would be 3 victory points against Makros, who already does not have a lot of victory points stored up in the bank. So a quicker, a shorter timetable to turn things around, not great. Infantry section is grabbing the fuel point at the top of the map. Meanwhile, the Panzer Pioneers sticking in the crater and trying to grab that position. All right, we have our play. The play is upgrade the light carriers with the auto cannons. Makros able to do that because of the vehicle upgrade. He also went emergency vehicle repair. That gets additional health to the armor, as well as, of course, automatic healing. So meanwhile, we have ourselves the light carriers diving on the Polton. They are successful! They neutralize it, but 1 light carrier goes down thanks to the AT grenade from the infantry section. It does have Brent on that too, so that infantry section is nothing to sneeze at. It is a very powerful unit that these Assault Grenadiers hope to kill with grenades, and a grenade does hit him on the way out, though not a wipe. The wipe instead may come in the north part of the map. Light carrier goes in. He's gonna try to kill. He gets the kill. Hulksmash losing 2 units. He's down 1 frontline unit and the Polton now. Crusader though is in development, but right now across the board, Hulksmash is not smashing. He is being smashed, and the Assault Grenadier is hoping for a 3rd kill. The Royal Engineer is very low. AT gun is hitting the light carrier. Light carrier diving into the base, but again, we have to worry about those AT grenades. AT gun is going to reposition. He's going to try to speed away. We do have another hit, but it's going to take 1 more shot for small arms fire, which there is in the building. Canadians have the Piot and plenty of rifles. Let's see if he's able to finish off. There's the Piot, and there is a dead light carrier. Oh, that's unfortunate. To be fair, light carrier is maybe a little bit harder to to fight with against the Crusader, but still, I would still say that was a relatively good smash by Makros against Hulksmash, reducing him down in army size and frontline firepower. That being said, he now has armored support in a major way as a Crusader, well, crusades across the battlefield. But what's this? 2 Panzer squads put some great hits in, bring it down 1/4 of its health, and further reduce it down under 50%. Meanwhile, Hulksmash will continue to gear up forces around middle to try to hold on to this victory point and keep this position under his control. The Assault Grenadiers will pull back. There is a Pack 38 on the field, so Makros realizes the situation he is in and is going to pump out a very good, or not very good, a AT gun to help him with his AT capabilities. And again, with that and 2 Panzer squads, well, the Assault Grenadiers, of course, don't have any AT abilities. Everything else, though, will be able to protect his army and make sure he doesn't get smashed like in match 1. But Hulksmash is not just going to smash with armor. He's coming out with infantry. Foot guards are being developed, and they are very good against both infantry and armor. We'll have to see how Makros will deal with some elite infantry. Well, more elite infantry deploying onto the field. All right. Infantry units are swarming in to mid as Makros tries to hold. Canadian forces pull back, but the flamethrower will burn him out of that cover. As you can see, it's quite successful. The Panzer Pioneers will hold firm as the flak-filling backs them up. Infantry section in the top of the map had to retreat. Meanwhile, it looks like Makros is retreating in the bottom of the map. And we have a Panzer III in development. And again, the Panzer III will be boosted because it will get that little bit of extra health as well as automatic heals. Makros, have you upgraded your your armor further? Not really, no. You've just unlocked more of the battle group. The Panzer Storm, we got potential Flame Panzer 3, etc. Hulksmash, meanwhile, has gotten himself the grenades with extra fire, and of course, more fire on top of that fire, because you can never have too much fire. So, let's see. Both of the Canadians have been upgraded with the Piat. The foot guards are on the field, waiting back for additional reinforcements before he swings back into mid or wherever he's going to go, but it looks like he's heading straight for mid. Mines being placed, actually not a bad idea, because again, foot guards in empty section if they hit the mine. A good way to weaken a very strong unit. AT gun, though, is lined up, ready to go in case the Crusader charges back into mid. MG is in the building, kind of overwatching this sector, and the Panzer III gets its first shot against Royal Engineer, pushing it back. Crusader's gonna pull away. Again, this game is going really good. Both sides have had like their strong points in being like, ah, yes, Hulksmash is in the lead. Now Makros is in the lead, and I would say, especially with units, Makros is in the lead. And as you can see, based on the chart above, he needs a win here. But it looks more and more like Makros has the tools to achieve that victory. Also, nice mine by Hulksmash, supporting the Assault Grenadiers in the bottom of the map. And a wipe by Foot Guards Infantry section at the top of the map. I'm pretty sure it was a wipe. I think it was a Panzer Pioneer squad. I think. I would say I know, but I believe it was. Anyway, whatever it was, good kill. 2 Pak-38s, though, are on the field, which will make the Crusader, I'd say, even more of a, I don't say issue, but it'll be more of an issue for him. We have barbed wire being set down by Hulksmash while he waits. And a counterattack actually happening in the bottom of the map as Panzerjäger forces the Panzer III, just repositioning some of the wall as it does. And the Assault Grenadiers take over the manpower point. Meanwhile, the Crusader does hit this. Fuel-wise, he could pump out another Crusader, but I think he may be going for a bigger tank. Double Pak-38s, though, will push back the one Crusader. AT gun, being the 6-pounder, will hurt the Panzer III. Not as badly as Crusader took in damage from the double Pak. All-right. Let's see. Assault Grenadiers are taking over the fuel in the bottom. The middle victory point is still under Makros's control. Hulksmash is now losing by 3 victory points. He has a 270-point lead, but that can slowly change as 3 victory points will make that lead fall very quick. Meanwhile, the Canadians will try to grab the victory point, and the infantry section are grabbing the fuel up the top of the map. More foot guards are being deployed. Wait, I'm sorry, did the Crusader perish? I do apologize. It did somewhere. Black Drilling is trying to pull back from this big swarm, but either that or... No. I think... No. He didn't perish. He withdrew it. And that way he can get some fuel, because he jumped up in fuel right there. So he did pull back. And I guess the idea is to pump out foot guards and have an infantry-only advantage. Ooh! Very interesting. Foot guards, again, have both the bazookas and, of course, close-range anti-infantry firepower. So Panzer IIIs are now being pumped out. Makros is going to have to hope that his armor can beat Hulksmash's infantry. Assault Grenadiers closing the gap, stopping the decap. And I think the Assault Grenadiers, no, they will not win. They will be forced back thanks to all of Hulksmash's infantry. Yes, so we have... Again, he did refund it. That's how we got the fuel increase. Hulksmash is getting closer to his Crocodile, which is very strong heavy tank with a great flame attack and armor for days. Foot Guard's going to hit the AT guns right here. There's not much protecting them, and that also is a key. Hulksmash has more frontline infantry, and as against Makros, who has armor, don't get me wrong, but he only has 2 Assault Grenadiers, and versus 6 front lines, that's a lot for them to cover. Nice, a grenade manages to burn out the MG. MG very low on health. Almost gets picked. Might get picked by the Canadians here, even though they are suppressed. But nope, we'll make it back to base. Assault Grenadiers will push on in against the Canadian force right here. Foot Guards are on standby. Panzer III does push back the Foot Guards. Panzer Squad gets some good hits in. and manages to at least, you know, weaken its health a little more. But the bigger problem is all this. Foot guards pouring on in. Canadians, by the way, Vet 3. Engineer squad trying its best, but again, they're not really meant to fight elite infantry. I love how the grenade was meant for them, but it actually does hurt the assault grenadier on retreat. That's a nice little bonus right there. All right, grenade is thrown from the Royal Engineer. They retreat, so they don't take any damage. All the elite infantry are still putting the pressure, and the fuel is being decapped. Right now, Makros is losing very vital territory, though he's still ahead in munitions. Panzer III trying to, I guess, move back for heals. We got another Panzer III moving on up to help the fight for mid. And the big infantry... We have 4 foot guards! Never mind, Hulksmash said, you know what? Who needs armor when you have foot guards? And that is a bold strategy because, again, there is a point where you can have all the elite infantry you want. And unfortunately, your manpower reserves just can't afford to, you know, reinforce all these units. So Makros has an opportunity here if he inflicts massive damage against Hulksmash. And this is a problem with blobs in general, or just major infantry armies. You inflict enough manpower damage, and the army cannot sustain the losses it's taking and will just start falling apart. We'll see if that is going to happen here, but that is a situation Hulksmash has to avoid. And the best way to avoid it is making sure you don't lose manpower. So let's see how each attack goes. But yeah, 4 foot guard, ladies and gentlemen, on top of 2 Canadians, on top of 1 infantry section. We have 7 front line, 6 elite infantry duking it out. Panzer Pioneers were trying to build some cover, but stop in the middle of all this. Panzer III fighting in the north. Honestly, I know you... Wait, we have an MG being deployed, but... You know, eventually, maybe that Panzer III flame tank is actually looking pretty good right now, given the amount of infantry we're seeing. Oh my god. Canadian forces will continue to move up. Panzer III backing up, gets good, you know, gets a number of good hits in. Victory point wise, the pressure's still on Hulksmash. He's down to 200 points. He has a decent amount of infantry near mid. MG is being set up, though, to try to hold it back. But this MG is not actually... Well, okay, it's hurting him in the building. But if he comes out this walkway, he can get... Oh, never mind. There's an MG here. Never mind. He's retreating it. As the foot guards just hit the bottom of the map and flank it. Panzer III trying its best, but Bazooka team forces the unit back. Actually does not do as much damage. I'm so used to the American bazooka damage, but foot guards... Just not doing it, at least for that one. Now, don't get me wrong, there's plenty of foot guards for more bazooka damage. So let's just wait for him to team up. That being said, foot guards are also pretty good at smashing infantry, and the MG34 is neutral. Is he just gonna... Yep. Bazooka teams just say nope, and put that MG34 down. So that is a kill against Makros. A full kill. You can't remand that. Assault Grenadiers pull back, and they have a long retreat back to base. Panzer III rolling on up against that foot guard. Bazooka team hit the rear armor, getting some good shots in. But here's the thing. Those foot guards... Oh, wait, never mind. They are suppressed. At least for a moment. Foot guards managed to kill the MG34. Flamethrower unit is trying to burn them. Assault Grenadiers do make it back. I thought that these guys might try to go for the kill. Oh, and there's the Panzer III flame tank. Again, my twin telepathy can also see the future, apparently, and because we're about to see some flame-on-flame action. Okay, to be fair, it's more the flames are from the grenades that are from the Canadians and, you know, foot guard infantry section forces, but still, we got fire on fire. All right, Flame Panzer III pushing to the top, and Hulksmash has been successful at grabbing a lot of territory. Now the pressure is being put back on Makros. Makros still has a bigger overall population, but Hulksmash just has, well, better men, pound for pound. But also, I immediately can feel, whoever's watching this, the viewers, just being like, you have 360 fuel. Hulksmash, where is your armor? Meanwhile, we have foot guards hitting the Panzer III. Oh! Oh, no. He may die here thanks to the foot guards. No, not the Panzer III! And there it goes. Makros losing the flame tank as quickly as it appeared. That's an unfortunate loss. Tried to go in for a wipe in the back lines, but no dice. Hulksmash still incredibly low in overall manpower. But honestly, Makros may have a bigger army, but what are these AT guns realistically going to do? They can't do anything. They're off the front for the time being because there's nothing for them to fight. So part of Makros' army is just out of, just not able to fight. These Panzer squads are, okay for grabbing territory, but also they just can't really fight against foot guards mano-a-mano. Meanwhile, Makros' idea is to take the bottom victory point. He's losing victory points quite quickly. Grenades are thrown into the building. He gets out, doesn't take a lick of damage, and then immediately gets back in. Yet, another, we got smoke. Oh my god, the Panzer squads are, is he doing that on purpose? He's like, just kill them. I need the manpower. And, yeah, Hulksmash will take that offer. Killing 2 units. Although, again, now the Panzer IIIs might have a little bit more trouble healing. Less units. The Hulksmash's idea of a pure foot guard army seems to be coming together. We are down to 2 Assault Grenadiers versus the elite British Army. Like, the most elite forces the British Army can put together have come together. Panzer IIIs are now double teaming the 1 foot guard. Do successfully cause a lot of damage, but the Panzer III is injured. If it's out of combat, there we go. It'll slowly get some health back. But now that, whose AT gun is not combat ineffective? Hulksmashes. Hulksmash will push back the Panzer III, and that is a GG! Hulksmash won this! Hulksmash won this game with no armor. I cannot believe that. That is a serious upset, in my opinion. What a play. Again, his foot guards managed to foot guards and Canadians managed to successfully defeat the enemy army of Makros, who, again, tried his best with his armor. But, I mean, Hulksmash just showed, who needs armor in Company of Heroes when you have elite infantry? What a play. What a move. And what a game. So thank you to Hulksmash. You have successfully won this match 2-0 against Makros. Makros, sorry, you gave it your best, but I cannot believe what a play by Hulksmash, declaring you don't need armor to win games. You just need solid infantry. But yeah, honestly, Makros, I feel like if you would have had maybe more anti-infantry units, that could have helped. But the Panzer squads, the AT guns, they just couldn't match the Canadians and foot guards. But hey, chat, what do you guys think? If you like games like this, make sure to support the channel. And thanks for watching.